news, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to some of you, a little bit of sun for others. Hey, I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. I'm looking at a lot of the reporting stations, and I'm seeing partly sunny skies. But here at Radio Center, we're pretty thick in the clouds right now, as well as out at MBS International Airport. 36. Here it's 38. Midland looking at 37. Downtown Bay City is looking at 37 degrees. Now, it's a little bit warmer in other parts of the state. Detroit right now has cracked the 50-degree mark, and we do anticipate them getting pretty close to 60 before the day is all done. If you recall, we were talking quite a bit about the track of the system that's going to be affecting our weather as we go through the evening hours tonight and during the day tomorrow, and the track of that system. The original forecast that we had back a few moons ago was for us to approach 60 degrees. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that forecast comes to fruition. I don't know necessarily Saginaw, Bay City, or Midland, but you get down in the Flint area and south of Flint, down in Detroit, wouldn't be a bit surprised. And we're looking at 60 degrees in the forecast for cities like Indianapolis, Evansville, Columbus, Ohio. Along with it, though, the threat of some tornado activity. That's the way things are shaping up as that system does approach the state. Now, the latest information we're able to glean is that the rain shower activity, any precipitation, more than likely is going to occur in the Great Lakes Bay region after sunset, more along the lines of 7, 8 o'clock this evening. Down in the Detroit area, Ann Arbor, Lansing, a little bit earlier than that. And it is going to be just plain old rain. As far as the snow shower activity is concerned, whatever is going to come out of it as far as snow goes will be in northern Michigan, especially in the northwest corner. And a lot of that is going to happen when the winds finally begin to move from the west and then eventually from the northwest. That's where we're going to see the lake effect type activity. But temperatures are going to be well above average for this time of the year as we go through the next few days. Matter of fact, our temperature is going to continue to rise. Our low tonight in the Great Lakes Bay region will be 51 degrees. We're not there yet. That gives you an idea just how warm it's going to be. Our high temperature tomorrow, right now, we're projecting in the morning, let's say 9, 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, should be right around 57, 58 degrees. Now, the winds are going to begin to pick up. It appears right now they will be out of the southwest tomorrow. Southeast will continue as we go through the afternoon hours, becoming a little bit more easterly as we go through the evening hours here in the Great Lakes Bay region, and then southeast and eventually south as we go through the nighttime hours, but all the way through this period, warmer temperatures moving up. Tomorrow, southwest winds 15 to 25, and then we'll see those gusts of right around 50 miles per hour just ahead of the front that will be moving through. Now, clearing out, everything's going to clear out late tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. After that high temperature earlier in the day, we're going to drop down to about 28 with clear skies on Saturday night. We'll have a west breeze. We'll still see some gusts of up to about 35 miles per hour. So we'll have a wind chill to worry about. Then on Sunday, mostly sunny skies, southwest breeze, 12, 13 miles per hour. 42 is going to be our high on Sunday. Monday, 48. So we'll start to warm up a little bit. Middle 40s on Tuesday. Upper 50s on Wednesday, upper 50s on Thursday. And all the way through the work week next week, we're going to be looking at a chance of some precipitation as we move into midweek about Wednesday and Thursday. Long range outlook continues to be temperatures averaging above normal, precipitation values to be above normal as well. So we'll just keep our eye on things. Incidentally, for those of you that would like to travel north and participate in a little snow activity, the Grayling Gator right now is looking at anywhere from a foot to a foot and a half of snow. Over in the Mayo area, they've got at least a foot. Sault Ste. Marie is talking about a foot of snow. Traverse City is close to 10 inches there. West Branch says they have 7 inches of snow on the ground. And they're really not going to lose that much over the next couple of days. But next week, yeah, they're going to be losing some. More on the weather forecast as we go through the program. Gary Coffin will be joining us in a moment over at Star of the West. We'll go through that report, what's happened yesterday and what's happening to the markets right now. But before we do that, we want to remind you, the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Hilleshog Seeds. You know, they exceed Michigan's sugar seed approval criteria and leaves nothing unmet. Unlike some companies that fall short of criteria and need special approval, promising high yield but lack in other traits, Hilleshog brings a balance for Michigan's tough conditions and will always pack a load sugar in every beat. Hilleshog, the heartbeat of sweet. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Gary, you're working on Friday. Something must be shaking.
Good morning there, Terry. So, yeah, good to see that you're working on a Friday as well. So
yep, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think I better start doing some Christmas shopping here pretty quick.
Yeah, well, I haven't started either yet, so we're in the same boat there. So,
well, they tell me now the shelves are starting to fill up, so that means that all that freight that was off the coast of San Francisco is finally working its way toward us now, so I can shop.
All right, good to hear. So.
Yeah. What do we got going on?
Well, right now, as far as the markets go, we got kind of a mixed market here right now. Actually, we got wheat up today at up 5 for cash. That puts the white at 742, the red at 707. New crop for next year up 6 at 776 on the white, 716 on the red. Cash corn currently down 3 at 534. New crop for next year down 3 at 494. Cash soybeans currently up 4 at 1204, and new crop for next year, let's call it up a couple, Terry, at 1185.
Nice to see they're heading in the right direction. Government report came out yesterday. I really didn't expect any fireworks. What happened and why?
Yeah, and for the most part, for corn and soybeans, it was pretty much the proverbial non-event for corn and beans. They pretty much left a lot of things just unchanged on all the categories. For corn, they didn't make any, ending stock still remained at 1.493 billion bushel, which was about 8 more than the average trade guess there. And then soybeans is kind of another non-event, no changes in any of the categories. Carryout still holds at 340 million bushel, and that was 13 less than the trade average. South America production was left untouched. China's soybean crop was cut 14%, which was kind of interesting. And then at the same time, they raised the China corn production. I believe it was 15% up to 10.7 billion bushel. Probably the big news, Terry, was probably in the wheat report. I mean, it was fairly bearish. I mean, ahead of the report, it was down 14, 15, and we ended up down 18 yesterday. But what they did on the wheat was all the wheat ending stocks were increased actually by 15 million bushel as a reduction in the export offset to smaller imports. But world stocks were also increased 2.4 million metric ton from last month, and basically that came from notable changes in the world numbers. Pretty much in Australia, 2.5 million metric ton larger there to a record 34 million metric ton. And then also in Argentina, they thought there was going to be a reduction there, but they left it untouched at 20 million metric tons. So, all in all, I mean, all the grains for the most part, Jerry, are kind of, the Russia-Ukraine border buildup. I mean, with Russia building up on Ukraine, if there's any kind of conflict there, I mean, major world exporters there, that's the key wild card. And then also the export policies from Russia on wheat, they continue to raise their export taxes on wheat. So they're trying to cure inflation there. So those are the market movers moving ahead. Beans to report is behind us, but overall, kind of neutral corn, neutral beans, and slightly bearish on the wheat for now. So
all right. Thank you for the analysis. We really appreciate it. You take care. Have a nice weekend, Gary.
I will. You do the same. Thanks, Terry.
Will do. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer has the latest for us. Market report brought to you by the folks at Schaefer and Beerline. Since 1852, they've been taking care of business. So if you're looking right now for a new Ram commercial truck or van, you can deal with a dealer where family and service sells cars. They are the Great Lakes Bay Area certified ag dealer, Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. And by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of farmers for well over 125 years. They've got a couple locations in Bay City, also Cassidy, Caseville, Pigeon, and Bad Axe. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Morning, Doug.
Good morning.
What are we looking at now?
Well, they finally couldn't lie about it anymore. The Consumer Price Index came in today, and it's the highest number since 1982. That's a while ago. Not quite as long as 1969 yesterday, but 1982 is the last time we had inflation this high. And it's not transient anymore. It's for real, for staying. So, we called this, a year ago? No, they finally had to admit it. So that's what we're stuck with, and we don't know if they're going to end up having to raise interest rates and go back on that promise or what. So that's what we're waiting for. Here's your numbers. The March corn is 5.89 1/4, down 2.5. The December 22 corn is 5.49 3/4, also down 2.5. The January soybeans 12.69 1/4, up 4 3/4. March soybeans 12.76, up 3 3/4. The March wheat is 783 1/2, up 6 3/4, and December 22 wheat is 787, up 5 1/4. Crude oil just kind of setting, 70.79, down 15 cents. Heating oil is 2.23 3/4, down 1 penny. Gasoline is 2.1268, that's down 1/10 of a penny. Natural gas is 3.71, that's down 10 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar, get you $1.2708 at the border. That's down 5 ticks. The yen is at 113.29, down 15 ticks. The euro's at 113.20. That's up 28 ticks. The dollar's at 96.07, down 20 ticks. Gold at 1784.50. That's up $10. Silver's at 22.15, up 14 cents. And platinum's at 933.20. That's down $4.50.
Yeah. Kind of a snoozer there.
It's all a snoozer today.
We needed one of these.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So. I'm good.
Have a good weekend, Doug.
Thanks. Yep,
you bet.
too.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Tri-County Equipment. They've got those Western plows. They're now available for your gator. So check them out today. Impact Heavy Duty, UTV, V plows, and straight blade snow plows available right now at Tri-County Equipment. Remember, when you're talking John Deere and Michigan's Thumb, as well as Saginaw Reese and Birch Run, you are talking Tri-County Equipment, working harder, doing more. We'll be joining Kim Weiss from Lingle Equipment in just a moment.
Whether your family farm has been passed down through generations or you're just getting started, knowledge and partnership fuel constant growth along the way. As the legacy of your farm strengthens, shared values and a never-ending commitment remain. ACH Seeds is proud to work with you to sustain your continued growth. This partnership, driven by a shared passion that never stops growing, is refined over time and cultivated in common ground.
This is Peter Maxwell, your ACH Seeds representative. Our 2022 lineup is better than ever. Crystal beet seed varieties offer a full spectrum of defensive traits combined with top-performing yield and sugar potential. And speaking of defense, ask me about the new CR Plus trait offered in select crystal varieties. Not only does this offer the potential for less spraying, but it also protects yield while doing so. I look forward to hearing from you and working toward continued success. Thanks again for partnering with ACH Seeds.
ACH Seeds. Good things come from common ground.
Along with me right now, Kim Weiss over at Lingle Equipment here in Saginaw. Kim, good morning. How are you?
Good morning to you, Terry. And last week we talked about the subcompact tractor line, and I just want to reiterate that we have some subcompact tractors now, DXs, the 2380s. We have several of them here with loaders, mower decks, snow blowers. Come on in and see them. But also, we have the next size up from that is our B Series. And B Series are two different models. There's the B Series 2301 and 2601, which are 23 horse and 26 horse. Plus, there's the deluxe version of a B Series tractor, an LX version, 2610 or 2610 and 3310, so 26 and 33 horse. I can't iterate enough. If you're looking for a piece of equipment or a tractor, come and see me or call me. Let's sit down and talk about it, because come January, prices are going up, and it's going to be a pretty substantial price increase due to the supply chain and all of the steel prices and all of that. So come and see me. Even if we don't have it right now, I can price protect it. I can get some information from you and get the model number settled. We can agree on it, and I can protect it. If it takes till next April to come in, if it's something special that you're looking for, come and see me or give me a call, 989-754-7801, or you can stop in and see us. We're right alongside I-75, just south of Milwaukee Bridge off the Washington M81 road, or send me an email and I'll get you the information back at k.weiss@lingle1.com.
Very good. Hey, that's good to hear that some of the product that you haven't been able to get for the past several months, now you're able to get it. You've got it in stock.
Yep. And they're talking like between 6 and 8% price increase. If we don't have it, Terry, all I need is a name and a model number and an address, and I can protect it. It guarantees it. With the programs that are going on right now, there's still rebates on it, even though stuff is skyrocketing and it's hard to get. They're still offering as much as $1,200 in rebates. Get a hold of me. It's very important.
Kim Weiss, have a great weekend, okay?
You too, Terry, and let's hope that it doesn't blow as hard as they're saying it's going to tomorrow.
Oh, baby. Talk to you later.
Yep.
Kim Weiss over at Lingle Equipment. Along with me right now, Stephanie Zelenko with AgroLiquid. Stephanie, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thank you.
We were just talking about the weather, Stephanie, coming up for the weekend, and hoping that it wasn't going to blow as hard as what they're projecting it to be. One thing I don't think we have to worry about too much is soil blowing, do we?
That's correct. We've had, enough moisture and now some colder temperatures here that should hold that soil in place for us.
I don't know if very many producers have shared with you, like they have with me, about how rough it was to work the ground this fall. In some cases, really slabby. And I don't know. Some guys did rework it again. And I guess it helped a little bit. But we really do need cold weather, don't we, to kind of break some of this soil down?
We do. And we've had a couple of good days here these last few days. I know my husband's been trying to finish up and take advantage of this cold snap before it gets warm again next week. And, that's probably one of the big questions I've gotten is, we've had a long fall. We've had a lot of moisture. What can we do to help make sure we can correct some of the damage that we've done over the past couple of months to make sure we have that good start for the spring?
So any tips, any advice, anything that's top of mind right now with you?
Well, it's a hard one to deal with, trying to get that tillage done, or if you still have crops out there, get that harvest wrapped up is number one priority. The kind of follow-up question I got was, soil testing. I normally soil test in the fall. How am I supposed to do that? And, my advice is this might be the year just to pass on soil testing and take advantage of those previous tests that you have and make the best of it. Well, if we're in December, we're not going to have, good ground to keep getting out in the fields very much longer.
As far as trace elements go, what's a priority for our farmers right now?
Priority for farmers, you just need to look at an overall fertilizer budget. NPK are important, but we tend to think when we get these high markets that we want to cut back, those trace nutrients are just as critical. We talked sulfur last week. That's very important. But those micros, manganese is probably one of the keys for Michigan, that we have such low levels. Manganese needs to be addressed pretty much in all of our crops.
Stephanie, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. You take care. Have a great weekend and safe travels next week, okay?
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.
I will. Stephanie Zelenko with Agro Liquid.
Thumb Bank and Trust offers community farmers the welcome opportunity of working with people who understand the unique needs and challenges of farming. I'm Jared Fisher, Ag Specialist for Thumb Bank and Trust, and I'm also a proud farmer. All of our agricultural loan experts are working farmers, and that's just part of why Thumb Bank and Trust has been recognized as one of Michigan's premier agricultural lenders. It takes a farmer to understand the unique needs and challenges of another farmer, and it takes the lending capital available at Thumb Bank and Trust to grow a farm. Call us today or visit us at thumb.bank. We will meet you at one of our offices, in the field, or at the farm. At Thumb Bank and Trust, our relationships are built on trust. We're an old friend you can rely on. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. An equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
Coming up here toward the end of the month, the Ag Department's Natural Agricultural Statistics Service is going to spend several months gathering information about farm economies and production practices from farmers and ranchers all across Michigan. We're looking at about 750 farm operations here in Michigan that are going to be surveyed between February and April. And it's going to be asking producers to provide in-depth information about their operating revenues, production costs, and household characteristics. Trying to gather as much information as they can to give us all an idea of the health of the ag industry, especially here in Michigan.
A new year calls for a new Deere. Get ready for 2022 with the John Deere Compact Utility Tractor from Hudson. We're offering 0% for 84 months financing on all compact tractors through the end of this year. Own a new 1023E for just $203 a month, or step up to the 1025R for $227 a month. Come by Hudson, your local John Deere dealer, or visit us online at HudsonInc.com to see if you qualify. Offers end December 31st, 2021. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
Farming can seem pretty straightforward, but you know it's anything but that. The same can be said for every seed you plant. While seemingly simple, that little blue seed represents a symphony of breeding adjustments and science, orchestrated to deliver the right traits for your region and engineered for 2021. When you partner with Beta Seed's breeding team, planting doesn't represent the beginning. Instead, it serves as the latest chapter of a trusted partnership that has been over 50 years in the making. Beta Seed. Breeding confidence.
We still are looking at a high wind watch right now here for the Great Lakes Bay region. Watch obviously be out looking for it, but we're not anticipating right now the warning. We'll keep you posted. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.